1 plus 2 equals 12. Yeah! Today we will learn how to memorize all 12 English tenses forever using addition. Isn't that weird? Maybe, but it's super simple. Are you guys ready? Let's shake your heads to warm up your brains. Okay, so 1 plus 2 equals what? Of course, it's 3. That's too easy. The formulas for the 12 English tenses are just as simple as this math problem. We are going to conquer these 12 formulas in 9 minutes using addition. Prepare your paper and pen to take notes on what you need to remember. 9 minutes of learning is starting now. First, we need to agree on the symbols used in the formulas. Verbs in English have 5 forms. The symbols for those 5 forms are verb 0, verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, and verbing. Verb 0 is the bare infinitive. Verb 1 is the verb used in the simple present tense. Remember, we use verb 1 in the simple present tense. Verb 2 is the verb used in the simple past tense. Keep in mind that a simple past tense verb is verb 2. Verb 3 is used for tenses with perfect. Any tense with perfect must have verb 3. Verbing is used for tenses with continuous. Any tense with continuous must have verbing. Why are there so many verb forms? Isn't it so confusing? Verbs 0, 1, 2, 3, and verbing, although different in form, have the same root meaning. For example, if verb 0 is how you dress at home, verb 1 is when you go to a coffee shop, verb 2 is when you go to work, verb 3 is when you go out to party, and verbing is when you're at home with a tail attached to your bottom, and that tail is being. Therefore, if verb 0 is be, verb 1 is am, is, or are. It is am if the subject is I, it is if the subject is he, she, it, a singular or uncountable noun, and it is are if the subject is we, you, they, or a plural noun. I only give a brief explanation here because what we care about today are the formulas. Let's go on with the rest of the verb forms. Verb 2 of be is were or was, verb 3 is been, and verbing of be is being. Similarly, if verb 0 is have, verb 1 is have or has, verb 2 is had, verb 3 is had, and verbing of have is having. There are 3 main groups of tenses in English. If this arrow represents time from the past to the future, the middle is the present, this is the past, and this is the future. We only need to remember these 3 basic tense formulas, which are simple present, simple past, and simple future. The simple present tense formula is subject plus verb 1. The simple past tense formula is subject plus verb 2, and the simple future tense formula is subject plus will plus verb 0. Remember these 3 formulas correctly, and the remaining 9 tenses can be deduced from these 3 basic tenses using the following 2 rules. Any tense with perfect must have plus verb 3. Perfect means have verb 3. Any tense with continuous must have be plus verbing. Continuous means be plus verbing. Here, you can see that be and have are capitalized to indicate that their forms can be verb 0, verb 1, verb 2, or verb 3, depending on the situation. Now, let's combine what we know with addition to memorize all 12 formulas. First, the present tense group. We must remember the formula for the simple present tense, and it is subject plus verb 1. Next is the present continuous tense. Continuous must have be plus verbing. Now, let's add the 2 parts together. Adding from top to bottom, we have subject plus a blank space, which means we don't add anything, so let's bring the subject down. What is verb 1 of be? Verb 1 of be is am, is, or are, so we write them down. Am, is, are. For the case of verbing, we don't add anything, so we bring it down. Therefore, the formula for the present continuous tense is subject plus am, or is or are, plus verbing. Next is the present perfect tense. Perfect means have plus verb 3. When writing the math problem, we start writing the next part directly below the verb in the previous part. Here, we have directly below the verb in the previous part, which is verb 1. Now let's add the 2 parts. Subject plus a blank space equals subject. Verb 1 plus have is have or has, and we bring down verb 3. As a result, we have the formula for the present perfect tense. Subject plus have or has plus verb 3. Next is the present perfect continuous tense. We have perfect and continuous. We will write the part of perfect first. Perfect means have plus verb 3. Continuous means be plus verbing. And please remember that the next part always goes directly below the verb in the previous part, so be will go directly below verb 3. Now let's combine these from top to bottom. we bring the subject straight down. Verb 1 of have is have or has. Verb 3 of be is been. Verbing adds a blank space, so we bring verbing straight down. Finally, we have subject plus have or has plus been plus verbing. That's the formula for the present perfect continuous tense. Now let's move on to the past tense group. The simple past tense has the formula subject plus verb 2, just like what we mentioned at the beginning of this video. Next is the past continuous tense. For continuous tenses, we must have be plus verbing. Now let's combine these two parts. We bring the subject straight down. Verb 2 of be is were or was. We don't add anything to verbing, then we bring it straight down. So the formula for the past continuous tense is subject plus was or were plus verbing. Next is the past perfect tense. For perfect tenses, we must have plus verb 3. Now let's combine these two parts. We bring the subject straight down. Verb 2 of have is had. We don't add anything to verb 3, so we bring it straight down. As a result, the formula for the past perfect tense is subject plus had plus verb 3. The last tense in the past tense group is the past perfect continuous. Again, there are two elements, perfect and continuous. For perfect tenses, we must have plus verb 3, and for continuous tenses, we must have be plus verbing. Let's combine the three parts. We bring the subject straight down, as always. Verb 2 of have is had, verb 3 of be is been, and we don't add anything to verbing, so we bring it straight down. Therefore, the formula for the past perfect continuous tense is subject plus had plus been plus verbing. The final group is the future tense group. The formula for the simple future tense is subject plus will plus verb 0, which is the bare infinitive. Next is the future continuous tense. Since we are talking about a continuous tense, we must have be plus verbing in the formula. And here we have will plus verb 0, so some of you might write be and verbing in the wrong place. Remember that be and verbing in the next part must go directly below the verb in the previous part, which is directly below verb 0. Okay, now let's combine these two parts. The subject will be brought straight down. Will doesn't change because it pluses a blank space. Let's bring it straight down. Verb 0 of be is also be, and we bring down verbing. So the formula for the future continuous tense is subject plus will plus be plus verbing. Next is the future perfect tense. Since we're talking about a perfect tense, we must have verb 3. Let's combine the two parts. The subject goes down. Then will goes down. Verb 0 of have is have, and verb 3 goes down directly. So the formula for the future perfect tense is subject plus will plus have plus verb 3. Finally, we will form the future perfect continuous tense formula. There are two elements, perfect and continuous. For perfect tenses, we must have verb 3. For continuous tenses, we must have be plus verbing. Let's combine the three parts. The subject goes down directly. Will goes down directly. Verb 0 of have is have. Verb 3 of be is been, and verbing goes down directly. So the formula for the future perfect continuous tense is subject plus will plus have plus been plus verbing. Now let's review all 12 tense formulas. The present tense group consists of the simple present, the present continuous, the present perfect, and the present perfect continuous. Next is the past tense group. We have the simple past, the past continuous, the past perfect, and the past perfect continuous. Finally, the future tense group consists of the simple future, the future continuous, the future perfect, and the future perfect continuous. What we need to do to memorize these 12 tense formulas and remember them forever are: first, we need to remember the three basic tense formulas: the simple present tense, the simple past tense, and the simple future tense. Next, remember these two key phrases. Whenever you see the word perfect, there must be have verb 3. Whenever you see the word continuous, there must be be plus verbing. Perfect means have plus verb 3. Continuous means be plus verbing. Finally, depending on the tense names, we will combine the elements to form the formulas. That's it. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone if you find it helpful. Should you have tips to remember the 12 tense formulas, share them with us in the comments below. Goodbye, and see ya.